say I was expecting to walk away from this mess with a little baby vampire under our wing. Our next problem? You just embraced someone without the prince's permission. Can't imagine Lou will be best pleased either. If I were you, I'd say as little as possible.
Food, drink, whatever you can spare, please.
You see that doodad there, surveillance camera? Professional sneak I may be, but these technical gizmos give me the heebie-jeebies.
Sheriff.
You should have no further problems from Agent Baker.
Pluck the hen, huh? Let's hope she didn't lay too many eggs.
Indeed. You made a choice. Let's see what it brings us. Now we only... No, there's something else. Something you're not saying. Speak.
Katsumi has had meetings with a contact outside of Seattle, a vampire. The IAO seemed to think the individual was of special interest to their hunt.
That's so. And the mark's effect? It still hasn't stopped?
No.
Then we can't rule anything out. It could be Katsumi's part of the Sabbat after all. Tali, look into it. See what you can learn.
I'll put it on my list to get into, right behind Clone Ryong's faithful and fabulous butler. But I'm still smelling something. Come on, Phyre. You got a bad poker face.
I have left nothing unsaid. But you should know this. The hunters have been tracking Thin Bloods. It may be that they were planning a raid on the Anarchs.
Had we left him to it, there might have been a massacre. Lou would be thrilled. Now headless? Either they'll redouble their efforts, or they'll be scattered, broken. Let's hope for that. Well, it's done now. There's gonna be cleanup to do. but the immediate threat is over. Meet me at Macom later. We'll discuss our next move.
Oh, and if we're booking appointments, you should check in with Lou. She was asking after you.
That went better than I expected. Unburdening yourself of a secret pays off after all.
My love! I mean, Phyre. I wanted to find you. Forgive me,
Is something the matter?
What? No. I mean, I was worried before, yes, about the IAO. I trust your judgment. It's just... You still have the mark. The man you mentioned, the gardener, he is truly gone? I mean, you are sure?
I am certain. Should I be concerned that he is not?
Well, I don't know. What happened?
He wanted me to drain him, to perform diablerie. I refused, naturally, and gave him a quick death.
I see.
Why do you ask?
The mark. I found a match. It indicates a binding ritual. Thaumaturgy, complex. Skilled, even. I'm so sorry, Phyre. You are bound, signed and sealed. Some might even say indentured. Someone has claimed you, and they still exist, or the mark would be gone. So it can't be your gardener. I don't know who, or why, or how to break the bond. Not yet, at least. But I will. I'm so close now. Give me tonight. Let's meet back at Wake the Dead tomorrow. When you're free to, of course.
If it is not the gardener, who do you suspect, Sophia?
Me? Oh. Well, I know Lou blames everything on the Thin Bloods, and I can see links if I'm entirely honest. They are known to experiment. Alchemy, thaumaturgy. But, I mean, it's a convenient scapegoat, don't you think? Isabella was no anarch, and Benny hated them, so... Why? What do you think?
I do not feel comfortable airing my suspicions so openly.
I understand.
What else can you tell me about the ritual?
Do you know of Goratrix, of Clan Tremere? He was a follower of the Sabbat. This mark, the ritual, it is based on his work. The texts you found for me, they are a translation of his methods. I am struggling with a key, but I am nearly there. One more night. I promise.
The gardener. Had you heard that name before?
It Sounds almost biblical. Like Eden or Gethsemane, where Jesus was entombed. I can look into it if you like.
I suppose it is of little consequence now. If I am honest, I am looking for reasons to linger. With you, Sophia.
With me? I'm flattered. But I have work to do. Until tomorrow night, my love.
I've been thinking. It was Lou who had a problem with Gideon, with Gardner. She was the last person I remember him going to see. Now we know it was her who made him disappear. What if she's behind all these killings? I mean, it's the obvious conclusion. If Lou took out Gideon, well, how could I not have seen this before? Is Lou the rebar killer? Or am I missing something? Regular as clockwork. Guess something's still pulling at my gray matter even without Gideon. Phyre, you there?
I am.
The case was shelved. Gideon's disappearance. We thought it was the rebar killer. There was nothing else to be done, or so I thought. I remember that much. But it was Lou. She buried him under the ground with iron through his heart. Does that mean she's always been the killer?
You are the detective. You tell me.
And how did he become part of the Sabbath? It was Lou's fault. How could I not know? It was Lou's fault. How could I not know that?
It's been so many years. You said it was shelved. What's changed?
These new killings. Maybe a copycat, maybe not, but they've put a tickle in my skull. I can't stop thinking about that night. The last time we saw him, he said he had to ask Lou something about stories. Don't you remember?
I remember. But if you're right, what can we do about it? Who would believe you?
You're right. We gotta find evidence. But how?
I do have an idea. Lou has a habit of keeping trophies.
What, like Tyrant of the Year trophies? Engraved with her name and presented with a pin badge saying, "I'm #1."
No, like mementos.
That's what I said.
The point is that I know where she keeps them. Remember all those years back, I used to have a lab in the basement of the glacier.
Oh, skeletons in her closet?
She uses it for storage now. I doubt anyone else has been down there for years. There might be something there. You'd need to find a way in. Maybe Jimmy the elevator or something.
That does seem worth a try. Although they're not a big fan of me over at the glacier. Since I broke 7 of their mirrors in my experiment, which might explain why I keep losing at roulette.
Fabien, you told me once you'd given up on Gideon's death. That there was nothing you could do.
It's the curse of being a detective, Miss Sophia. Like a dog with a bone. Some bones we only dig up when we remember where we buried them.
Over to the glacier, I suppose. A mite too close to Her Majesty for my liking. Goon on the door. That wasn't too helpful.
Let me stop you there, buddy. Private party. Nothing for you tonight.
I have an invite.
None of that, my friend. I know all the tricks.
Then I commend your attention to duty, and I wish you good night.
Truth be told, I never felt at ease in the glacier. Guess the feeling was mutual.
Did I feed the kitten?
Evening, ma'am. Wonderful to see you. How was today's shoot?
Oh, such a great day, darling. 7 scenes in the can.
Wonderful, ma'am. It must be such a grueling schedule. If I might ask, how do you stay in shape?
I punch people who ask me that question.
I'm so sorry for overstepping my bounds. Welcome back to the glacier, ma'am. And may I say, I am such a fan of your movies.
Always happy to meet a fan, even if they are a dick.
Please, enjoy your evening.
Oh, I will.
You'd think that a card-carrying member of the undead would be able to get into swanky parties more often. Maybe I needed to get me an opera cape. Anyhow, time to visit the basement. To the elevator. The glacier clearly hadn't updated its deck. Uh-oh.
Now, why is Seattle's finest patronizing the Glacier Hotel? Let me guess. A murder? A public health violation? Or just my unpaid parking fines?
I need to use the elevator.
Mm-hmm. And I need a miraculous coat of many colors. Guess we're both out of luck.
Can I just get past, please?
Lou's busy, whether you need clues or not. I might be persuadable, but police require access has never been enough for me.
Pretty please, with the cherry on top.
Let's indulge in a little mutual scratching of backs here, Detective. You want your clue? I want some investigating done.
An investigation, huh? Investigating what?
You know me, always interested in the gossip. I've heard some things and I want to hear more. Patience is working on something very special. I want to know what. I want to know why it is that Silky leaves town every few weeks. And I really want to know about our newest recruit, Onda. She cut a deal to be let in. I want the skinny on it.
I'll see you soon.
Toodaloo!
Going on a mighty quest to placate the guardian of the elevator doors hadn't been in my diary when I woke up. Trouble was, Tolly was mighty stubborn. Besides, some of his requests were kinda interesting. And it's not like I didn't have the time.
From darkness and despair will come transfiguration. Takes time. I'll work up the courage to tell her how I really feel.
I moved to Seattle to get away from weather like this. Snow night.
was becoming a regular visitor to St. Stephen's, and nobody had smited me so far. Still.
What do you want?
How did you join the Camarilla? Not easy for one of your clan.
True enough. It's what you'd expect. New lick in town, gotta prove their worth. The prince set me a task, well, his sire did. And that opened my eyes as to how this city works. Believe me.
Might I ask what that task was?
Guess you just did. But it's between me and Lou Graham. And it's done now, so shouldn't concern you.
Fair enough. I was just wondering. This your place now?
Sure, I guess. Since Father Macmillan passed on. I'm sure some official will notice and shut it down. But for now, someone has to keep the lights burning.
About Misty.
What about her?
Have you seen her around?
Not here. Not since you spoke to her. I guess she's moved on. Sometimes I think I hear her, or catch a shadow of her. She's out there in the city somewhere, trying to keep that child safe. You know it'll never be born. Those two will be together forever.
Yeah, I know. I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
Might be useful. This hadn't been used in a while. Come to think of it, I hadn't heard the bells for a long time. Out of services. Some folks say you shouldn't read personal mail. They're missing out. Well, well. Well, hello there, Mr. Pointy. Gotta say, I am not accustomed to talking to cutlery.
Ha! Cutlery! I was made to take a life, not to butter bread.
Whoa! Okay, I get it, I'm sorry. So, have you killed lots of people?
Look at me, detective. Well-honed steel, well-sharpened, polished, oiled. The stains around the hilt are my marks of glory. When I sink into an opponent, I bite deep. They will remember me for the rest of their life.
Which is presumably pretty short. Do you have an owner?
Not an owner, but a partner who wields me in our assignations. Together, we have slain many.
I was kinda hoping for a name.
There is a scent associated with me, is there not? An aromatic fragrance like jasmine, with just a touch of melted tallow. It is not unfamiliar, huh?
You're right there. That's Onda. Not a surprise. Wonder why she's not carrying you. I gotta ask, though, why did Onda put you here?
You can only speculate, Detective, for I have been used, and in recent memory. She does not want me found, no. Perhaps there is a secret associated with me, or a guilt. Or perhaps she is scared of me.
So, what has Onda used you for recently?
Parting flesh, Detective. The cutting of mortal meat and the severing of bone. I am no cheese knife.
Oh, I can smell that. Blood. And recent, too. But there's something more here, isn't there? Guilt. You reek of it. I need to concentrate. Why do I sense guilt, my wicked little friend? It is so strong. A blade cuts. A blade makes no judgment, but the wielder. This is deep. Deeper than my guesswork. I can almost see.
I bite down through skin, through flesh, through thin and brittle bone. I sever, a cry of agony. Stumps spurt crimson as 2 fingers roll loose onto the tabletop. Twice more, bang bang! The joints crack and digits fall away, white and scarlet, ruined, irreparable. Our victim sobs in pain and fear, pleading with his Lady Maria for an end to the suffering. I am raised to strike again!
Oh, that was something. A vision worthy of Gideon. And... wait. Lady Maria? He's pleading to Holy Mary. Anda killed the priest?
I am a knife. I cannot answer that. But that does fit what you sense, Detective.
That was her price for joining the Camarilla. Lou never did get along with the clergy. I'll bet anything she was behind this. Thanks, Mr. Pointy. May you never get rusty.
But she didn't kill the priest, did she? That letter. Tolly would be real interested in this.
Just a moment of your time.
What is it?
I know what happened with the priest.
And what makes you think that?
I found a letter from the man himself. Father Macmillan is alive and well, just minus a few digits. And you've paid your dues to the court. Everyone wins. Although I'd imagine the good father doesn't do organ recitals anymore, huh?
Okay, say that's true. Are you gonna tell anyone? Don't be a dick.
Oh, Miss Anda, I am the best kind of dick. A private dick.
You're a member of the Seattle PD.
Yeah, I know. But it was such a good line.
I mean it, Fabien.
Why shouldn't I?
Other than because I could squash you like a bug? This place, being in Seattle, not being tarred with the Sabat mark. This is important to me, Fabien. I'll just say it one last time. Don't be a dick.
Well, I'll leave you to your brooding.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I certainly had the goods on Anda. Okay then, onwards. I still had to figure out what was going on with Patience's art. Silky's regular trips out of town needed investigating. I poked around at the Dutchman to figure out what's...
Hey, old buddy. I'd like to buzz your chill just a little.
The traveler's on the road, Detective. They'll be here soon.
Ooh, I have a mighty thirst on me. Would you share a drop?
It's the act, friend Fabien, that makes a relationship real. So act.
better by a country mile. Well, there's detecting to do.
It's a long road to the sleep of the just.
So what was Silky up to when he went out for a hike? I doubted he'd tell me.
Detective, good to see you.
I was wondering about your out-of-town trips.
Were you? And what were you wondering?
Where are you going?
Some things are not for sharing. At any rate, not with you, my friend.
Fair enough. Anything interesting happening at the Dutchman?
Always, Detective. Just nothing anyone wants shared with the PD. No offense. I know you're barely official. But my customers like their privacy, and so do I.
Sure you won't tell me about the trips?
The secret of being tiresome is in telling everything, so no.
I got some red string to tie to some thumbtacks.
Come back anytime, so long as you don't bring trouble. Hey there. Thought you wouldn't be in tonight. What changed?
Oh, I swapped shifts.
Sammy didn't tell me, but if you're here, you're here. Sammy said you had trouble Thursday night. Anything I need to know?
Just some guy. I slashed him up real good.
You knifed a customer in the... Oh, wait. I knew you sounded off. Fool me once, I don't rip out your spine. Fool me twice?
Well... See you.
Hey there. Thought you wouldn't be in tonight. What changed?
Oh, I swapped shifts.
Sammy didn't tell me, but if you're here, you're here. Sammy said you had trouble Thursday night. Anything I need to know?
No problem, boss. We dealt with it.
Well, that's good. So what do you need from me?
You got another out of town coming up?
Oh shit, yeah, it's nearly the 20th. You just reminded me. Can you pick up a package? It's at Wake the Dead. Amelia will have it ready. Just say it's the monthly one, for me.
Sure thing, boss. This was probably a good time to leave. Off to face Mrs. Thorne then, I suppose. To remove an item from her premises. The last time I'd done that, she wasn't best pleased. So here I was, about to try to persuade Mrs. Thorne.
What is it?
I'm here to pick something up. An order. For Silky. He says it's the usual monthly one.
Interesting. You're not one of his usual.
No,
And given he gave me a heartfelt request not to share his private life with members of the court...
He asked me to do it.
I doubt that. In any case, no. The customer's order stays with me.
I'll be back. I didn't think that. I thought I was on the right lines already.
Oh, it's you.
Could I place an order for something?
The last time you placed a special order from me was in 1983. Rather against my better judgment. Do you remember what came to pass? I was left with a big fun bumper book of sleuthing on my desk for 3 years. Accompanied, I remind you, by a yellow plastic magnifying glass and a super squirrel code ring. So no, not again. This shop is for the esoteric, not the infantile.
Please, can I have Silky's package?
No.
Thanks, Mrs. T. I know you're busy, but not too busy for me, I hope?
I'm glad you're here. I can aid you with your pain.
If I might just take a small sample.
There, Detective. There.
That makes my toes tingle. I appreciate you, Carla, but I need to be elsewhere.
Now, go out there and heal the city, Detective.
What I'd give.
Hi there. I wanted to collect Silky's special order for this month.
Oh, you do you? You're not the first to be poking around.
Was it that, that dashing detective, huh?
Dashing is hardly the term I'd... Oh, you will pay a price for this, Detective. Perhaps not today, nor tomorrow, but in the hour that matters most to you.
If I could just... never mind. Hi there. I wanted to collect Silky's special order for this month.
Oh, you do you? You're not the first to be poking around.
I'll keep it safe for the boss.
Given the outside interest, can you confirm the details of the order?
It's a book of business maxims.
Don't be ridiculous, you little worm. Get out of my shop, Malkavian, before I remove your skin.
I was practicing a play.
Oh, you do you? You're not the first to be put...
I'll keep it.
Given the outside interest, can you confirm the details of the order?
The boss wouldn't want me to know.
Someone who follows orders. How novel. Here is the package. Tell Simeon that another such volume will be waiting for him in 28 days, as agreed.
Thanks. I'll make sure he gets it. Huh. So every 28 days, Silky headed out of town with a different book in his hands. A gift for someone. Only Silky knew, but this would be enough for Tolly. Well, I had what I needed on Silky, I guess. There was still work to do. I still had to figure out what was going on with Patience's art. Here we were, a quick appraisal of Patience's artwork for Tolly. At least it wasn't Isabella.
Fabien, what can I do for you?
I wanted to see Patience.
They are out, I'm afraid. Something I can help you with.
I'm on the trail of a killer, and it's led me to Patience's art.
Yeah, you can take a look, I'm sure. Just don't mess with anything. You know how they get.
Thanks. Any gossip? Anything I should know about that might distract me from my current case?
I have nothing. It sounds to me that you wish me to fabricate for you something fascinating. But I'm sorry, that I'll never do. You could browse my shop, though. We might engage in trade.
I fear I have bigger fish to fry. Let me know if anything interesting comes in.
Sure.
They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives and surprisingly quick. I mourn the old clackety-clack. This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of... I remember when these were all the rage. Then when they were junk. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. I always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind. With Patience not around, Patience was good, I think. But I was a man of simple tastes, and this looked... no. Hey there. What do I even call you? How about I just call you Angel? Anyway, tell me about you. I am the Reaper of the Forsaken, the Forgotten, the Consumer of the Husks of the Lost. Oh? That's nice. Tell me about you, Angel. What's the general vibe? I weld. I snarl. I enmesh. I am the fusion of the dead and the never-living. My wings are clipped. My eyes are bound. I am chained. And so I rage. That, isn't good. Patience is having a bad time right now. I can see that. What exactly are you made of?
Chains and iron, rope and tool, blade and bone. I spear, I cut, I split, I bite.
You do, don't you? And a skull right at the center. More bone, obviously. That is interesting. What's your purpose? Why did Patience choose to make you?
The art cannot speak of the artist.
Well, you're restarting a long history of arguments about art criticism right there, buddy. Let's stick with what I can figure out.
I am an expression of the truth of those that are forced to be animate, but do not live.
Yeah, I guess that's blatantly obvious. I thought there might be more to it.
I am power and rage and force in chains, and if unleashed, I will tear down my tormentors and destroy those that have me fettered.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I just don't know if that's figurative or if you could really, jump up and flap around. Any supernatural stuff going on here? Let me just concentrate a little.
Power. There is power in these bones. Heat is sequestered in this metal.
There is, isn't there? And what's more?
The skull. It screams in form and in function.
Yeah, there is something about that skull. Just gonna check out your noggin, Angel. Don't mind me. Now, I know this is stating the obvious, but, you've got fangs. You have fangs. Well, they're fake for sure, but that's the trick. Because underneath, you really are the bones of a kindred, aren't you? My. Have we met before?
Thin ice, Malkavian.
What the vajazzling fuck do you think you're doing, Fabien? Appreciating the art doesn't mean sticking your fucking fingers into it.
I am appreciating the art.
Uh-huh. God damn you. If you moved anything by an inch, I'll fucking... Wait. Why are you here?
Just looking. It's real good, Patience. I mean it. The skull. Right there in the center. That does draw your attention. Where did you get it?
Yeah, quite a thing, ain't it? Every found object has its story.
Uh-huh. And do you know it?
Not yet, but it's starting to talk to me.
Oh yeah, I know something about talking artifacts.
I bet you do, Malky. And filing cabinets and road signs, am I right?
So whose is it? Where did it come from?
Honestly, I don't know who it is. I wish I did. Old Bonehead must have one hell of a story. As to where it came from, that's my business. Nico's not my only source. People here know my tastes.
Huh. Even if I couldn't figure out who Old Bonehead was, I knew Tully would want to know where the skull came from, or who gave it to Patience. What's the meaning of the work?
Eye of the Beholder? 101 of art, detective.
When it comes to art, I always need a cheat sheet.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you'd take apart a songbird to see what makes it sing.
You're really not gonna tell me where you got the skull?
Why is it so important to you?
I'm worried it was someone I knew.
Yeah, I guess you've seen a lot of people pass through in your 100 years. Old Bonehead is telling me the shape it wants to be. Maybe when it's finished you'll recognize who it was, maybe not. Let's leave that one to the art.
Tully wouldn't let me get away without something more. What was Patience's source? Go on. I'm sure Old Bonehead would want someone to tell their story.
Nuh-uh. Go find your own old bones.
Other than Nico, who would sell Patience a skull on the down low? Only Patience knew. Guess, I'll be going.
Thank Christ.
Let's have a peek, shall we? Oh. Don't want to give up Katsumi's name. She's a good supplier. Thanks for the help. Katsumi was the supplier. I decided not to let on to Patience, but I knew it. That was Patience ticked off Tolly's list. That was it then. Time to head back to the sacred guardian of the elevator doors.
I need to find a better spot.
Oh, here you are again.
I figured out what was going on with Onda.
Oh, yes? Do tell.
She faked the death of a priest, Father McMillan down at St. Stephen's. Lou and Campbell told her to kill him as a show of faith. She had other ideas. Couldn't go through with it. Paid his bus fare.
Now that is juicy, Detective. Well done.
You gonna tell on her?
Oh, what do you take me for? A secret is always best unspent.
I've got something on Silky.
And what has our favorite chunky chew toy been up to?
He goes out into the woods every 28 days, like clockwork. I think he's got a werewolf buddy, and I think the two of them have a book club.
You know what? That would not surprise me in the slightest. Anyway, Detective, that's a start. I've been looking for a line on him for a while. Every little bit helps.
I know about Patience artwork.
Great! So will it animate and wreak vengeance on internet critics?
No, but it does have a really interesting skull in the middle of it. Kindred.
Aha! Whose?
Not sure, but I can tell it has power. Patience got it via Katsumi, so it's anyone's guess.
It is worth buying a ticket to that exhibition, isn't it? Maybe I'll watch from the balcony. I do declare you've filled my cup with gossip. Good work. Now you have an appointment with an elevator. I'll catch you later. People to see, thumbscrews to apply.
Basement, please.
Oh, are you sure, sir? Newgrain's penthouse is your usual destination?
I'm sure. Very, very sure.
No one's been down there for a while. There's nothing interesting in the lower levels. Indeed, I'd go so far as to say that your request is unusual, even ill-advised.
Come on, buddy. It's your one job. It's not hard.
Of course, sir. But I just wanted to check since the downward mechanism is a little corroded and the upward mechanism is in good repair. Would you be upset if I took you to the penthouse after all?
Oh, don't you go to the penthouse. I mean it, buddy.
The basement is unmaintained and there's a strange odor. I am told the penthouse is lovely. You are certain?
Pretty please with a cherry on top.
Of course, sir. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Now to see if Sophia's theory was right. Was this the closet? I don't know what was worse. The idea that Lou turned her enemies to stone, or the idea that she had angels for enemies? My buddy Willem had one of these. Always talking about, classical, but didn't this look just like one of Lou's hangers-on back in the 50s? What was her name? Oh, I remember this. The politician. Thought he was untouchable, then these figures turned up at bars all across the state. No one took him seriously after that. Oh my, those eyeglasses were mighty familiar. I thought I knew what they were, but I needed to have a proper word with them. I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move. Oh, that would have just brought me trouble. I figured I needed my strength for other things.
Hello, Fabien, my boy.
Oh, I was right. Sophia was right. And here, in this place, it was Lou Graham.
A prince full of guilt and a man who can read her poker face? I'd say you're on the money. Good work, detective. Now go get your man.
Shouldn't have walked.
It was time to take my evidence to Prince Campbell. Time to reveal that Lou was the original rebar killer.
Fabien, any progress on our copycat?
Not really, but I think I have a lead on a cold case.
You always have been behind the curve, Detective, but go on. What have you got?
You remember the early 20s? When we lost Rosalind, Hector, Isaac, and Gideon to the rebar killer?
I remember.
We never did find Gideon's body, but I know who whacked him. Who whacked all of them.
And you don't think it's Santiago, am I right?
This is difficult, Mr. Campbell, but you need to hear this. Lou Graham staked Gideon, and I have the receipts to prove it. Gideon's glasses.
I see. Your evidence is a pair of spectacles. If we had a justice system, I'd love to see you call them in court. And what do you expect me to do?
You're the prince. You're supposed to enforce the laws and the traditions. Lou broke the rules. She faked Santiago, committed the rebar murders. She wiped out half her own court.
Do you think I haven't heard this kind of wild theory before?
Well,
from you, specifically? I suppose it's your nature to rake over old coals.
Wait, no, this is a breakthrough.
No, Detective, it's old news. Just pay attention. You have no suspect in the old rebar killings.
Yes, I have no suspect in the old rebar killings.
You do not know who destroyed Gideon.
I do not know who destroyed Gideon.
The case is closed.
The case is closed, I guess.
Do go ahead, Detective. This is fascinating.
The killer can walk in the daytime, not Kindred.
That is fairly conclusive, I agree.
The killer spirited Gideon away. He's a difficult man to carry, and he'd be alert to anyone who had, bad thoughts.
Perhaps. Unless the killer had a very strong mind, of course.
The killer is incredibly strong. He can twist off a head with his bare hands.
Indeed. And this points to...
Werewolf, maybe?
You know I won't tolerate them in Seattle. There's been no hint of dog for decades.
A witness heard him breathing heavily.
We know he can walk in the daytime, so this isn't a surprise. A mortal, do you think? Or some other kind of monster?
I'm not sure. Yet. I'm not sure Santiago exists. I think he's a myth, made up to misdirect us. I couldn't find anyone who'd seen him, or any evidence of the attacks in the other cities. I think he's a story. A piece of flim-flam.
Devilish. I think you're right. But who invented him, and why?
The killer is into crosses. The same symbol left at every killing.
And the same rebar decoration. What does that mean to you?
They're religious. Definitely a hunter, I'd say.
You think so? I feel they might be more open were that the case. So, let's sum up. The killer is strong-minded. They are not kindred, perhaps a hunter, although that's a little too indirect for my tastes. So, what's your conclusion? Who is the rebar killer, Detective?
I think it's you, Lou Graham. You used a fire to destroy your sire, and took on the guise of a mortal hunter to destroy your rivals.
Oh, now. that does feel like a good theory, but I'm kindred, Fabien. And you keep saying this is a mortal.
Campbell. It's obvious. A powerful ghoul with a powerful mind, working for you. Together, you faked the whole Santiago idea, making it look like an outside threat. Taking the head off your dearest sister and then crying crocodile tears? The two of you did this together, to clear out your rivals, because you could never share power, not in the long term. Campbell is the rebar killer, but you're the one in charge.
Oh, delightful. Oh, well done, Fabien. For a moment, I didn't think you'd get there. I think everyone else suspects. They're just too timid to mention it. So, what have we learned here?
That you're a monster, and will happily wreck your own city so long as you can stand on the rubble.
Oh, no, Fabien. What we've learned is you have no suspect in the rebar killings.
I have no suspect in the rebar killings.
The case is closed.
The case is closed.
There. Isn't that better?